All right, NT8 on the porch. Let's talk about karma. Let's talk about 9/11. Let's talk about Hillary Clinton. Pretty simple. 9/11, 2001, Hillary was not involved in. No way, shape, or form. She can dodge that all day long. Got no problem with that. Let's talk about 9/11, 2012. What happened on 9/11, 2012? Ben fucking Ghazi, bitch. So I watched mainstream media this morning, and it was all about 9/11, 2001. I even watched the 9/11 tribute at the Pentagon that had the Marine Joint Chief of Staff who wore medals. I took note that the Navy chaplain that gave the, I don't know, what do you call it, the invocation? She wore ribbons. Now, it's either formal or it isn't. If it's formal, you wear it all. You wear your medals, you wear your ribbons. Kind of disappointed in that. And then Ashton Carter, the Secretary of Defense, what a fucking loser he is. You know, he gave his obligatory speech and all that bullshit. And then Obama got up and gave his speech. And between the three of them, not one of them mentioned Benghazi. Not a fucking one of them. 4 years ago, they don't mention it. Mainstream media, they don't mention it either. Isn't that fucking amazing? And Hillary's running for office. But a funny thing happened on the way to the farm. Hillary went to the 9/11 timeout. Hillary goes to the 9/11 memorial in New York, gives her speech. She had to cut it short. They had to escort her out to the van. I think it was Huma Abedin that was on her left side, and I'll put that video in right here. And she damn near collapses 2 times, and then the 3rd time she falls down to the van floorboard. You really want to elect somebody like this that can't even give a speech, go out to the van and get in the van without having a medical fucking episode? Really? Oh my God. Just watch that video, I'm telling you. Watch it over and over and over again. Now the Secret Service guy steps out and blocks the video camera. You can bet he was paid well. But, fuck's sake. No mention of Benghazi. The only mention is of the Twin Towers. You don't even mention Shanksville, Pennsylvania, who were the only ones that stood up for themselves on 9/11/2001 that said, no, fuck it. We're going to die, we're going to die. And they got it on audio tape when the passengers got together and said, this is what we're going to do via a cell phone. This is what we're going to do. And I can't remember the guy's name that says, let's roll. And they went and took over that plane, and it ended up crashing into Shanksville farmland. Do you think we're any better off under Obama after 8 years of this bullshit? 8 years of this bullshit. Are we any safer? I don't think so. We got Fort Hood, which mainstream media wants to go along with the Obama administration and classify it as workplace violence, which Obama didn't even mention them. San Bernardino, yeah, that was mentioned. That was a terrorist attack. The Boston bombers, yeah, that was mentioned as a terrorist attack. And I think there's one other that they called a terrorist attack. But Fort Hood, that fucking major yells Ali Akbar, but that's not terrorist. That's fucking workplace violence. Really? Really? Jesus Christ. Watch how the mainstream media covers up Hillary's fall, even being escorted and basically carried to the van. She falls once at the, I don't know, fence post. She staggers. She takes another step or two, and then she stumbles again. Okay, I'll allow that one because, maybe she was stepping off the curb. But going to get into the van and basically dropping down to her fucking knees, do you really want that for a president? Do you really think that's healthy? My question is it medical? Was she fucking drunk? Or just, what the fuck is it? They had to call back to another car and tell them to stop and pick up her shoe that came off. I don't know, guys. I've dated a lot of girls that had a heel break off on a shoe and they were still able to walk. You know, when it first breaks, they initially stumble, but after that they can walk because then they just walk on their toes. Hillary apparently couldn't do that. But I also thought in her pantsuits, she always wore What do you call them? Flat bottom shoes? Fucking please. I'm NT8. I'm on the porch. This is the most pathetic thing I've ever seen from a presidential candidate. Look at the video. Look it up on YouTube. There's like 40 people that got the same video from different angles. So it can't be video shopped or photoshopped or whatever you want to call it. But you watch mainstream media, they're going to ignore it. We'll talk to you later.